crisp spring day, and the tranquility is hard to shatter. There's joy here in the simple things. A scene that belies what these children have been through. Serhiy Shirokoryad, at just 12 years old, is one of the older kids at this group home for the most vulnerable. But this isn't their usual government-run center. That's back in Kharkiv, in the east, where the bombs are falling.
It was right in our land. The missile hit our building after a plane dropped it. Our windows and doors were blown out and the roof caved in.
He's matter-of-fact as he describes it. The terror of being under attack has not quite sunk in. Matter-of-fact, too, as he tells me he's convinced the mother who hasn't been fit to care for him in years will take him back after the war is over. The mother figure here is Natalia Posotska. All of the children flock to her, not just the ones she saved from battered Chernihiv, 800 kilometers away. Encircled by Russian troops for weeks. 29 kids, one social worker.
I had no other choice because of the war. Nobody could force the other social workers to leave their families. A lot of them had elderly relatives to look after, people who were disabled and couldn't move.
So she took them all, a trying and perilous journey that ended here in the West. A former rehab center for sick kids near the mountains. Now a different type of sanctuary for children who've seen the horrors of war. They ask repeatedly when they'll go home, but home for now is here.
Every morning they come to my room just to say hello, to say good morning. They want to be caressed, they want to be hugged, they want this, the warmth of the mother, they want love.
Love and a routine, some semblance of normalcy, the days broken up with lessons, and mealtimes strictly observed. This center can house 100 more children, and those in charge are bracing for others to arrive at any moment, from cities still under siege. Children like these here now safe, and yet struggling to keep the thoughts of what they escaped at bay. Lera Timchishna is only 15, an orphan, with the weight of a war on her shoulders. Pure instinct to survive pushed her mother's recent death from her mind. As the eldest in her group home, Lera had to help with the little ones. They came by bus from Kharkiv, near the Russian border, a city under such constant shelling it's barely recognizable. They passed villages, saw Russian troops, and fields full of bodies.
I was not worried about myself because I needed to take care of the kids and get them to safety.
But en route, she and the other children were abandoned by those meant to care for them, their own social workers.
I felt uncertain because I was alone with 9 kids to take care of, and all the documents, everything on my shelter.
She yearns to be adopted and leave Ukraine, where every sound haunts her.
With every rustle or every door slamming, I start trembling.
The trauma she bears is absent from the youngest here. Mishka is 3 and blissfully unaware of being whisked away from a hospital urgently evacuated as the war broke out. Of being rocked and cuddled in a basement as missiles devastated the group home above them. A home Natalia is certain they will see again one day.
I am willing it to be, because if people will help us to rebuild our center, we all want to go back home. That is our hope. Our family is there. All that we have is there.
What they have now here is a relative sense of security, where Mishka is free to play troublemaker, as she calls him, before he brushes it away with a kiss and carries on playing with the other children, singing about 2 merry geese, the same songs they sang before the Russian invasion scarred their country forever. Salima Shivji, CBC News, Parehinsk, Ukraine.